Hey guys, how are you? Super excited to talk to you today. This might run a little bit longer than I normally speak because I really wanted to get this information out to you. I actually did this talk last night in our private Facebook group, and the response was freaking amazing. So I want to talk a little bit, first of all, because I have been researching this stuff. I had a child. He was injured when he was very, very young. If you want to know exactly the reason why, and this is why, we decided to change our lifestyle back now, let's see, 22 years ago. So anyways, we did that, went green and clean. I went through my whole house. I threw everything away that had toxic chemicals in it. I had befriended a local store owner in Michigan. It's still there. It's called Zerbo's. So if you guys, you know where I'm talking about, right? It was before Whole Foods was even a thing. It's still there, and it's still owned by Shannon and her family. And when he got sick, they were able to really educate me. And so I completely switched everything immediately. And I'm going to tell you what a difference in my life that made. Now, we have been on clean and green supplements for a very, very long time. And the best part is that now that I found something that I could align myself with, talking about, the trust factor in the product, in the company, talking about their science, talking about their results and everything like that. That's one thing. I'm not here to do that today. I am here to talk to you about inflammation because inflammation is the root cause of all illnesses and disease. You get flu, you get a cold, autoimmune disorders, strokes, heart disease, cancer. It's all related to inflammation and cortisol, that stress hormone. That's a big deal. So if you guys have questions or anything, I'm going to try to watch the live, but I'm going to try and watch the comments. If you need more information, please do me a favor and send it to me in a DM, because I'm going to lay it all on the line for you right now. And I see that Kate's on here. So Kate, you know what? If you can do me a huge favor, if you see anybody that's commenting, if you can answer it, she is a holistic nutritionist, and she is full of great information. And that's actually how I found what we're doing right now. But I want to talk about this because I have suffered, my girls suffer, Jay suffers, we all suffer from autoimmune disorders. So we have to be really careful, and we have to monitor everything that we do. So I just want to start with, what is the official definition of inflammation? And I got this information from the Cleveland Clinic. Okay, and this is going to sound like vinegar coming out of my mouth. At the NIH, they do have studies where they actually have scientific information on there, WebMD, and also Medical News Today. And we were really talking about the causes of inflammation. And what happens is that, and Jay didn't even know that he had this, and I talked about this last night. Jay did not even know that he had chronic inflammation from old sports injuries. So it's crazy, what chiropractic care and, eating clean and supplementing has done for him. Okay, so chronic inflammation is defined as the body's process of fighting against things that harm it. Like, it starts with infection, injuries, toxins, and then there is an attempt to heal itself. So when the response lingers, leaving your body, it leaves your body in a constant state of alert. So this is what we call is that when you have an injury that doesn't heal, and a lot of them don't without you taking really good care of yourself, chiropractic care, acupuncture, stretching, all sorts of those good things. There's more, but I'm just giving you a general overview that if your body doesn't heal all the way, then your body's constantly in that fight or flight. And, adrenaline is designed to be a very short, immediate response. And when you have adrenaline, which again, and it's escalated and it doesn't leave the body, such as in an injury or during flight or flight, then you guys, that becomes a stressor. All right. So when the failure of eliminating the agent causing the inflammation Okay, basically it can be a fungus, which a lot of virus, okay, same thing. That's what a lot of, your autoimmune issues are. Parasites also, that the host cannot eliminate, okay, and it cannot resist what's going on. All right. So what happens is that it remains in the tissue for an extended period of time. You guys, this is exactly what happens when you take an antibiotic, okay? It causes an overproduction of yeast, just even one, in your intestines, and then it can't filter it out, okay? Yeah, fungus also comes from mold. We just had her go through, she had black mold, and it was a huge, big deal. So, but what causes long-term infection, injury, autoimmune disorders mistakenly attack healthy tissue? Okay, so what does this lead to? What kind of symptoms can you see from this? One is that autoimmune disorders, Epstein-Barr virus, dermatitis, eczema, psoriasis, lupus, okay? There's a specific rash. I don't even know how to say it, so I'm not even going to say it. So if you want the name of it, I'll type it out for you in a message. It can also cause balance issues, muscle weakness, and insulin resistance. So that says a lot. So, oh, yes, okay. Thank you, Kate. Thank you for that information. So I'm learning here as we go. It can also cause back pain and bowel issues. And I'm just going to tell you this right now, you guys, is that everything comes from the gut. You have 90% of your serotonin that is actually produced in the gut, not the brain. But here's what happens, okay, is that when you have a gut imbalance in what we call microbiome, gut flora, the good stuff, the good bacteria, is that it travels up through what we call the axis, or if you're in yoga, we talk a lot about the vagus nerve, right? And so it travels up to the brain and it does cross the blood-brain barrier. So you think about that, and what's in the brain can go down into the gut. It's actually pretty cool. But the great thing is that you can control this and reverse it. And you can do this naturally. Now, most people will say, oh, well, I've got to be on anti-inflammatories or this prescription or that prescription. I'm going to tell you right now is that there is no big pharma drug that has ever cured anything. You start on something like, you call it, that introductory or gateway prescription, and that's going to lead you to need other things because it causes side effects. It is a massive hamster wheel. And that is really what we have not done, an OTC or a prescription drug. I had to do it when I had my heart issue because I didn't have a choice. It was an acute situation, and the doctor told me that I was going to have to be on blood thinners for the rest of my life. And I'm like, oh, hell no. Hell to the no. All right. So your stressors include cortisol. Your stressors include three different things: physical, chemical, emotional. Okay, so the great thing is that how can you heal yourself? One is that you got to have good, clean water, right? This is really important. You need to go put a filter on your shower because anything that touches your skin, 7 seconds, it goes into your bloodstream. Stay away for the love and get, a filter that you can put on your sink to drink. Okay, not a pitcher, not something in a plastic bottle, and definitely not something like this. And here's the reason, okay? Right here, you guys, water has a memory. Water actually is affected by thoughts, by feelings, by words. And so when you do something like this, okay, and it's called liquid death, what do you think that water in a can is going to represent? So I just wanted to sidebar note on this. Did they really? They had a witch cast spell on liquid death. Ew, gross. Naomi's talking to me as I'm on this thing. Yes. So, again, what they have done is in our society, they have weaponized our air, water, and our food. So therefore, you need to be really super cognizant of that. So how can you help reduce inflammation through water, and we talked about water, but the food that you eat, really important that you shop from your local farms, local farmers markets. Please make sure they're not using pesticides or herbicides. That's so key. So you want to eat plenty of fruits and veggies. Here's the other thing, you guys, is that a lot of fruits and veggies, if you've ever read The Plant Paradox or anything like that, they will talk about lectins. They will talk about inflammatory fruits and vegetables. Here's the best way that you can conduct a simple test to tell whether it's right for your body type. It's going to depend on genetics. It's going to depend on your blood type. It's going to depend on a lot of different things. So what you do is you hold the food in your hand, bring it down by your side, and if you sway forward, it's okay for you to do. If you sway backwards, then you want to avoid those foods as much as possible. And the last thing is stop going out to eat. Okay? There's so many different chemicals. I was reading the other day, McDonald's has over 1,300 strands of DNA in a burger patty. That's disgusting. All right. So, again, fruits and vegetables have a ton of fiber in it. The other thing is choose lean animal proteins. And you also have to be cognizant of this too. There's a lot of reports out there, don't eat pork at all, but grass-fed, pasture-raised, clean, organic, beef and chicken and turkey are just fine. Now, that is a matter of principle. There's a lot of people out there, they choose a vegan or vegetarian or pescatarian lifestyle. That's fine. But you also have to be really careful on, what kind of fish you're eating, where it's from, and don't ever buy farm raised. And for the love of God, do not eat tilapia. That is a frankenfish. Omega-3s. Good all day long. So you want to shift to omega-3s versus omega-6s. Stay away from seed oils. But the great thing is that avocados you can eat all day, every day. Ingredients that help naturally with inflammation. Curcumin, zinc, green tea, frankincense, and I always have trouble with this one, capsaicin, garlic, ginger, anything that's an antioxidant, and of course, exercise, stretching, infrared saunas, and cryotherapy, and for the love, grounding. You guys, grounding. Even if you, and again, stay away from chlorinated pools because those are so toxic for you. Saltwater pools, getting your feet into natural waters, lakes, creeks. My pool is lined with rocks and concrete. So anything that's made from Mother Earth can really help you balance out, lower your pH if you're acidic, and also too grounding sheets. Those are great option for you. I have grounding sheets that I got not too long ago, so that's really, really cool. Okay, the other thing that I want to talk about. And again, I'm just pulling my props over here. So we talked about things that can alleviate it, which are fantastic. Some other things that are non-negotiable as far as supplements goes. A good, clean pre and probiotic. That is so key. I've been taking those since I was 22, along with chiropractic care. They kind of went hand in hand because the chiropractor that I was seeing when I lived in Michigan was all about having natural supplements. So those are really key. Now, I'm going to tell you is that you can either, your health is wealth, right? Your health is the most important thing that you have in your life. And if you're not operating optimally, here's another really great guy to follow is Dave Asprey. He's the bulletproof guy. He's got a lot of great information in his book. It's very, very detail oriented, but I love what he talks about. So he's another one, to listen to along with, he's on Instagram as Sean the Model. He's got some great information too. Now there are two viewpoints here, but you need to do what's right for you. Okay. Here's the other thing, you guys, you're not going to believe this. So kale is actually, so there's enzymes in certain vegetables, leafy greens, that are actually really high in this enzyme that causes inflammation, and kale is one of them. So I was really surprised by that. Unbelievable. Okay. Last thing that I want to talk about. Yeah, Sean Stevens said, thank you, Gretch. Okay, I want to talk about these things right here, and you might have seen this. It's been going all over social media right now. These are poisonous, okay? So if you had looked at any of the information that's coming out with a lot of these canned energy drinks, and I'm going to throw Red Bull in there because they got sued for massive heart problems and stuff like that. These have human sludge in them. What does that mean? So what they do is they take the sludge off the top of the human waste plant, they dry it out. It's a yellow product, and it's a cyanide product, right? It's an ingredient. They are in both of these drinks. Stop drinking this shit. Okay. So I don't drink any of that crap. There's plenty of stuff that's out there on the market that is way healthier. And if you want more information, we'll absolutely provide it to you. But make sure that you are vetting the products that you are taking. Make sure that they have clinical trials available and that they are sourced indigenously. Okay, what does that mean? That means that they're tested, the soil is tested where they're grown, that they have regenerative properties, and that they are also being tested for efficacy. And also, make sure that they're tested, that they're clean from herbicides and pesticides. Okay. Yeah, it is, guys. So last thing is, and I know that this has gone a little bit yeah, I have an energy drink too that I really, really like. I don't do caffeine, but it's really good. How can you actually measure this stuff going on between the gut, the heart, the brain, and the heart axis? There's actually really cool science on this, and there's actually devices out there that can help you do it. So you can measure your microbiome by ordering a microbiome test that you can do. So if you want information and you want to know what that is, just DM me. Okay. You can also strengthen your vagus nerve. It's the most important nerve in your entire body, and it's actually a little wire thing that delivers electrical impulses, and it strengthens your vagus nerve. So the communication between your gut and brain are absolutely incredible. And then to measure your heart's and basically your heart's nervous system, it's called an Apollo band. So you guys can do all of this on your own. Is it a slight investment? Absolutely, 100%. But at the end of the day, and as I get older, and this is my birthday month, I turned 55, I'm staying young forever. So you know what? Fuck you guys at 20 and 30 years old, because I can run rings around you. So I'm going to keep doing that in my 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. I'm going to be a centenarian, and my kids are going to say, when the heck are you going to die? All right, so you guys... yes, Leo Nation. All right. So you guys, just a little bit of information for you. Thanks for joining me today. I'm so super excited about what we're doing here, and I would love to help you. Just let me know. And oh, shoot. Gretch, you're 58. Girl, you look good. So if you want any other information, let me know. I really appreciate you guys joining me. I want to get this information out to people just to change. Here's the one thing, and I want to end with this, is that I've had so many people reach out to me since I started talking about this, with chronic pain issues. You do not have to live this way. You do not. So I have been pain-free now for about 5 to 6 months. Took a while to get there. I get up, and I still get sore because I lift, I walk, I got my 10,000 steps in today. I went and grounded on the beach. But oh my gosh, look at all of these July birthdays. But the thing about it is that you have to be cognizant and you have to take charge of your health. And the other thing is that the Western medical community, they don't listen. And it just really, really pains my heart talking and hearing some of the stories that I've heard from people. So, I just want to help you guys. That's all I want to do. And I hope that you found this valuable, and I really hope that you will start moving towards a holistic approach to your health, because that's really what counts. All right, you guys, take care. Love you. Happy 4th. Stay safe. Please don't blow off any fingertips, and don't drink and drive. All right, take care. Love you.